The final countdown is on between Anthony Albanese and Peter Dutton, with just one sleep to go until election day. Many of the polls suggest a Labor victory, with the final Freshwater strategy poll showing Labor leading on a two-party preferred basis. Peter Dutton's personal popularity has plunged even further throughout the campaign, with Anthony Albanese leading by 10 points for preferred PM after only a 1-point gap at the start of the campaign. For their take, let's bring in Deputy Liberal leader Sussan Ley and Education Minister Jason Clare. Good morning to both of you. Happy election eve. Sussan, now former Treasurer Josh Frydenberg has said that if you ask any senior Liberal, quote, none would say that the campaign has unfolded as we would have wanted, unquote. We've got several coalition insiders apparently saying you've been unprepared, the campaign hasn't gone how you wanted to, it was too late to convince the electorate, it was done on the fly. They're coming out of the woodwork. Are you happy, Sussan, with the way the coalition campaign has unfolded?
Nat, I'm going to say something that you as a veteran of the game will have heard 1,000 times before, and that is that the only poll that counts is the poll on election day. We have a really positive plan for Australia's future: to cut the fuel tax by 25 cents a litre to make your fuel cheaper, to give up to 10 million Australians up to $1,200 in cost of living relief to address the cost of living crisis, and of course to help young Australians with the dream of home ownership to get into the market, to get a place of their own.
And you're happy you sold that?
I've been around the pre-polls. I've been communicating with so many Australians over the last few weeks, and look, they're telling me how tough it is out there. We've seen the biggest drop in living standards in Australia's history. We have to get this country back on track and turn things around. Nat, when I talk to people as they come in to vote, everyone is saying that everything is going up. Your groceries, your power price, the cost of running your car. Hence our fuel tax relief is so welcome. We have to turn this country around, and I'm really pleased with the response I'm getting out there in the community.
OK, Jason. Anthony Albanese was deeply unpopular last year. Can that have just gone away? Could the polls actually be wrong? Could we be sitting here Monday morning and saying people weren't answering their phones? Somehow the pollsters have got it wrong. He wasn't really ahead.
I think it's going to be tight. I don't think we'll know the results until very late tomorrow night. I do. But I think that with all of the chaos happening overseas, that Australians want stability here. They want a Prime Minister like Anthony Albanese who's got a positive plan for the country, whether it's cutting taxes, making it easier to see the doctor for free, or cutting HECS debt by 20%. You compare that to Peter Dutton, who frankly is all aggro and no answers. He started the election campaign saying that if he won, he wanted to live on Sydney Harbour. And then through the campaign, it's been mistake after mistake. He's got angrier and angrier. It ended this week after the Channel 7 debate that you hosted with Mark Riley, where he was effectively attacking Channel 7 viewers for not backing him. I think Australians don't want the incredible sulk as their Prime Minister. They want answers, and they deserve them.
So we're now seeing it's 150 little elections, isn't it? And with the polls that we quote every week, that's the national vote.
Correct.
So there are small fights going on around the country.
Correct.
There's word that the One Nation vote is high in a lot of seats, and that it's much closer than these big national polls think. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, that is exactly what I'm saying, and that's why I think tomorrow night when people tune into Channel 7 to watch the results, they're going to see that. They're going to see just how close this is, and that the result's going to go down to the wire.
OK, look, we've been doing this all week with our pollies. It's a frustrating campaign for viewers out there. It can sometimes get a little bit nasty, not saying you two, but we're trying to get people to say something nice about each other to end the campaign, which we think's a good idea. Sussan, would you like to go first? If you could say something nice about Jason.
That is actually really easy for me. I think Jason is a good man. We have profound philosophical differences about many issues and about the future of our country. But with Jason, I would say they never come from a place of bad intent. And I do want to commend Jason for the work he's done on skin cancer awareness after being diagnosed himself with melanoma. I think that has raised awareness in an incredibly important way across this country. So, Jason, while your leader's a dud, you're a good bloke.
OK. There was a sting in the tail there, Jason.
Yeah.
What would you like to say?
Felt like a little shiv at the end, didn't it? Can I return the compliment, Susan? I think you're a really good person, and you're right. We're going to vote for different parties tomorrow, but it doesn't mean that we disagree about everything. And over the last 3 years, you've seen us agree on lots of things. I was at my pre-poll the other day, and two very old ladies came up to pre-poll holding each other's hand, and one lady said to me, "Can I have the Labor how to vote, and can I have the Liberal one for my friend?" And that touched me because it showed that, you know, we are still that country where you can have different political views, but you can still be the best of friends. That's not true in other countries around the world, but it is true in Australia, and we'll see a bit of that tomorrow.
Yeah, that's so true. And when you look at social media and you see a lot of discourse, it doesn't feel like that. That's what we want to aim for,
Absolutely.
don't we? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. May the best person win tomorrow.